So Catherine tells you guys that back in 2018, 2019, I basically ruined her life because I stepped out of our marriage and she had no idea, when that is not true at all. She knew exactly what I was doing and when I was doing it. So much to where she stayed with me another 5-6 years after that.
You guys read the book and you guys know me, like, you guys know me a lot more. Okay.
She found somebody and I came across their messages and I didn't know what to make of it.
The Ace family might be a thing of the past now, but their drama is certainly not. Even after Catherine and Austin got divorced a while ago, we are still finding out shocking details about their disastrous marriage. Get this, Catherine just revealed that not only was Austin cheating, but the dude also was bringing out his side chick around Catherine, and she was none the wiser. And to make matters worse, he apparently did this for a while. But to make things even messier, Austin has come out clapping back at Catherine for exposing him like that without even a heads up. And his defense? Well, he claims that Catherine knew all along, and they were cool with the situation. Guys, you better grab your seats as we dive into yet another cycle of Ace family drama, and let's find out just how messy Austin and Catherine are willing to get as they yet again milk their divorce for content.
The book was manipulated and she did not tell the full truth, which is why I'm here today to tell you guys the full truth and to tell you guys what really happened.
Now, early last year, the YouTube Foundation was shaken to its core after Austin McBroom and Catherine Paiz, aka the Ace family, announced they were splitting up. This then led to a series of a lot of messy back and forth that was all well documented all over social media by the former couple. However, somewhere along the line, it seemed that these two had somehow found a way to come together and get along. Austin even started hanging out with Catherine's new man. Peace had finally been found. Austin and Catherine were slowly becoming the face of influencer co-parenting. Well, that was until recently during Mother's Day when Catherine decided to change all that. You see, took to her Instagram to announce her new autobiography that she had been writing called Dolores, My Journey Home, Finding Myself Beyond the Ace Family. Part 1. Catherine followed up her announcement with a caption, giving people an insight on what the book was going to be about. Happy Mother's Day. Today, I'm taking a leap of bravery and sharing something deeply personal with all of you. Writing this book was the most vulnerable thing I've ever done, but also one of the most rewarding. It took courage to pour my story onto these pages, but I did it because I believe in the power of honesty, connection, and resilience. I hope this book inspires you as much as writing it has transformed me. I can't wait for you to read it and experience this journey with me. Now, obviously people were curious to know what Catherine was going to talk about in the book, so she released a brief preview of the first chapter. And guys, let me tell you, it is messy. Catherine described the moment she found out Austin had been cheating on her, and let me tell you, it was sad. It read, I found out Austin had been cheating on me. Not a suspicion, not a rumor. Proof. I realized then why he hadn't wanted to walk beside me, why it had been so easy for him not to. He'd already broken his vows. He'd already been gone from me longer than I had known. A close family member of his admitted to me that he'd invited a girl to that very Staples Center event the same night I'd convinced myself I was being selfless for letting him have his moment. I'd seen her there, pretty, a hanger-on, standing just close enough to feel out of place, yet comfortable enough to belong. I had noticed her in the way you catch something that doesn't quite fit, a puzzle piece jammed into the wrong spot. I'd even wondered who invited her. Now I knew. It all made sense. The way he hadn't wanted me next to him, the shrug, the indifference, the way he treated me that night as if I were a thorn in his side.
Usually when someone writes an autobiography about their life, it starts with, hey, my name is. Not Dolores. That's definitely not how she started it. And that's why I feel like it was a setup. Reason why I say a setup is because...
Guys, once people read that preview, the internet went nuts. Some people attacked Austin in his comments, others shared their support for Catherine. It was all just chaos. Well, that was until Austin decided to give his response. According to Austin, he was completely blindsided by the book. Well, he knew Catherine was working on a book, he just didn't know it was going to be a book outing his business like that. To make it worse, Austin said that he was just hanging out with Catherine and her boyfriend just days before the boom dropped, and she did not say anything to him regarding the same.
I was just over her house, bringing the kids pizza, not just the kids, but her and her boyfriend pizza. We were all sitting in her living room, eating the pizza, laughing and smiling. And then the next morning is when the snippet of her book comes out, and it talks about how I'm a terrible person and how I was a terrible husband. Not once did she ever come to me and talk to me about this book. Yes, I was aware she was writing this book for the past however long.
Austin even went on further to say that he got set up. Apparently, Catherine was simply using him to clickbait people into buying her book, because without any Austin drama, nobody would really want to buy the book.
I don't know about you guys, but I find it very odd that the first chapter of her book is about me and not about anything about her. It's about me and how I was a terrible person and a terrible husband, when this book is supposed to be an autobiography about her life. It could have been about anything else. She talks about her family in the book. She talks about ayahuasca. She talks about her new guy. But she wanted to use me in this snippet to reel everybody in for clickbait and to monetize from the book.
Anyways, as for the cheating allegations, Austin admitted he cheated, but he added that Catherine was always aware of his actions and that they continued being happily married for years after. Now, once Austin dropped his response video, people went wild. Some people were Team Catherine, others were Team Austin, and both sides couldn't see why the other people were not supporting whichever side they picked. I mean, just take a look at these comments. I don't usually side with Austin, and I hate his immature and childish behavior. But Austin cares about his kids, and I am concerned about the safety situation if she is doing in her own home. IDK. But I believe Austin. I don't think Catherine is as innocent as she wants everyone to believe. SMH. He said he regrets stepping out on his marriage and he wishes he could take it back, but then says that she knew about it and gave him permission. That makes no sense. If she knew and gave you permission, why do you regret it? It's obvious that he cheated a lot, and him saying he didn't get enough affection for a year is very common when a woman is going through postpartum, so it's not an excuse at all. He is trying to gaslight us into thinking Catherine is trying to chase clout with his name on the first chapter of her book. He also admits on cheating on her later in the story, but if he cheated, why is he trying to portray Catherine like that? He said she tried to make him look evil, but God, oh God, he needs to know that the first chapter of Dolores was written so beautifully. It captured every essence of who Catherine actually is. She did not have to start with my name, if Catherine, because for the longest time, she was a part of the Ace family to the world. What is wrong with some of you? Yes, Austin cheated, and that's not okay, but let's not pretend she's innocent in all of this. She cheated too, and on top of that, she's reportedly doing in the same house where her children live. You don't have to like Austin, that's your choice, but placing all the blame on him while ignoring everything she's done isn't fair or honest. She's here talking about how she didn't feel seen or appreciated, but let's be real. She decided that as the self-proclaimed Virgin Mary in Mermaid Land, she wasn't going to have X with her own husband for an entire year, and he's the bad guy. Make it make sense, please. Anyways, Austin went on further in his 30-minute response video to list out instances in their marriage where they both failed. According to Austin, Catherine even once got so addicted to substances that she started calling herself the Virgin Mary, and allegedly didn't become intimate with Austin for over a year.
Like she's a psychic. The next moment she felt like she was a healer. The next moment she turned me into a mermaid. I was being as supportive as I could. She even went as far as telling me that she was the reincarnated Virgin Mary. And that she no longer wanted to have sex with me and she didn't want to use her body in that way. You guys put yourself in my shoes, and if your significant other told you that they were the Virgin Mary and no longer wanted to have sex with you, what would you do?
Now, Austin claims that when he brought up this issue to Catherine, he says what he understood from that conversation was he could do whatever, he just shouldn't get caught and embrace Catherine in the process.
Catherine tells you guys that back in 2018, 2019, I basically ruined her life because I stepped out of our marriage and she had no idea, when that is not true at all. She knew exactly what I was doing and when I was doing it. So much to where she stayed with me another 5-6 years after that. She continued to film every YouTube video with me after that. She even went as far as defending me, defending my name when people would ask her about me stepping out.
Not only that, Austin even claims that Catherine herself cheated while they were married. Now, as many have been quick to point out, it seems the Ace family is back using their family drama for clout even though they are already divorced. According to Austin's own words, Catherine only used him in the first chapter of her book for clickbait. As for Austin himself, the videos that he exclusively posts on Snapchat are filled with ads every couple of seconds. You guys are not gonna believe just how much money Austin McBroom was raking in. And it wasn't from YouTube or boxing this time. Nope, this time it's all from his Snapchat videos. After he and Catherine first announced their breakup, Austin figured out how to turn those daily Snap uploads into a serious cash machine. And best believe he didn't keep it a secret. He was out here bragging, letting everybody know just how fat those checks were. According to him, the money he was making from Snapchat was insane. We're talking big bag, like enough to live large without even blinking. And while all the drama with Catherine is blowing up, cheating rumors, separation whispers, all of it, Austin is out here living comfortably, cashing in, and acting unbothered. Like seriously, who knew those 10-second clips could fund a whole lifestyle? And it seems like with the release of her upcoming book, Catherine is also borrowing tactics from Austin's playbook and using their drama for sales, which, let's be honest, you can't hate on. For the most part, since they announced their relationship was over, Catherine has typically been quiet about it all compared to Austin. And when she occasionally did, she had always been super vague and polite about it all. But with the release of this book, it seems things have changed and the gloves are off. No more high road for Catherine. Anyways, whatever direction these two decide to take their relationship drama towards, best assured we will be there to get all the tea. So let me know your opinion in the comments. Are you Team Austin or Catherine? Or you just don't care? Either way, don't go anywhere, because as they have proven in the past, this drama is about to get messier and you wouldn't want to miss a single second of it. Till next time, bye.